Welcome to Wine Verdict, everyone. My name is June. I'm your wine educator, wine guy, wine friend, whatever you guys want to call me. We'll figure it out together as we grow our channel together. So today, I'm here with 3 wines. We're going to taste them blind, and we'll see how great or bad these wines are. Let's roll with the intro real quick. Alright, so today we have Barolo, Barbaresco, and Nebbiolo. All these 3 wines are same grape variety made with Nebbiolos. Along with Sangiovese, I think, personally, my favorite grape variety is Sangiovese and Nebbiolo. I think Nebbiolo can be complex and more elegant compared to Cabernet Sauvignon, definitely against Merlot, and price range, a little different. I think this was $12, $13, $30, $35, $40, $45. Depending on which grocery store. It could be lower depending on where you're at. I'm in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, there's only like 2 major stores here. The price of the wine tends to be quite higher than any other places compared to like San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco area. I'm going to taste this blind and we will see if any of these wines are worth buying, if any of these wines are good, great, bad, horrible. We'll see. I'm going to use Corvin because I don't want to pop the cork. I'll probably fast forward this in the final clip because I don't think anyone will watch me do this all day long. Unless you guys want to. So, here's Barbaresco. I just took this out of the wine fridge. So it's nice and cool. I tend to enjoy my wine right by the cellar temperature. And then I like to taste as it evolves, as it gets warmer. The warmer the wine gets, more aromatic it tends to be, not always, but the harsher the alcohol gets. So it might manipulate a lot of the tasting that you might actually taste compared to when it's cold. And I can smell the wine all the way from here. This is very fun, isn't it? And lastly, Barolo. I haven't tasted them. I'm gonna bring my wife over here real quick. She's gonna mix this up and we'll start our blind that way. Jenna! What I need you to do is not just swap it, swap this and glass. Just remember which one's which. Okay? Okay? Tell me when you're done.
Switch doggy and glass?
Mm-hmm. This is stinky. This might have been cork TCA, but it goes away after, so it's a little weird. So this is slightly gamey too. So these 2 are very, very similar. So I'm gonna lean, this is Nebbiolo. These 2 are Barbaresco Barolo, but color almost identical. That bright ruby red, see-through, medium intensity. Almost brick kind of strawberry red towards the rim. Legs are about the same. But this one is the lightest out of the bunch. Because this one has a gradient, a little more dense towards the core. So is this one. This has, I will say this has a little more browning. Although 2016, 17, 19. So 2016 could start browning, which is Barolo, and out of bunch, I see least aging on this, which could be easily the Nebbiolo di Alba. Very bright, cherry berry. Love the minerality. Tannins are there, but very minor. Very well integrated. It's really good. Water time. Now let's with the second one. Definitely, it's heavier, so I'll say this is medium minus weight on the, not weight, medium minus body. This is definitely medium plus body. Definitely more weighty. Definitely more tannic. Little punchy fruit, but quite alcoholic. Yeah, tannins are very much there. High tannic. This not much tannins. Lastly, tannins are there. A little short, a little less complex than this one, but they're about the same level. Slightly ungenerous. This is slightly more medicinal. Definitely oaked. Oak is coming up. Tannins are there, but oak is not as harsh. And it's slightly more cherryer than the last one. So with that said, I'm gonna go with white one being Nebbiolo di Alba, Barolo, and Barbaresco. If I were to pick my favorite, I'll choose between Barbaresco and Nebbiolo. But if I had to choose only one out of all the three, especially price considered, I would choose Nebbiolo. If I'm correct. Am I correct? Am I correct on all of them?
Yep.
Wow, I'm surprised. I'm flattered.
Because what I did was I switched the one, and then I switched those.
Okay. Based on this tasting, Barolo is $40 wine. Barbaresco is $35 wine. Nebbiolo, this is only $15 wine. If I were to choose one wine to recommend out of all this three wine, I'm gonna hands down Nebbiolo, because yeah, Barbaresco and Barolo, they had a little more weight, a little more complexity, definitely wood I can taste, and it's well integrated. It's not a bad wine by any stretch of imagination, but for the price I'm paying, if I were to recommend my friend a wine, I'm gonna recommend them this, because this is only $15 wine and it tastes like $30-40 wine easily. Because out of all this three, unfortunately, it's actually really unfortunate, I specifically chose the same company out of all three so I can minimize any other variety like winemaking that they could possibly alter different way compared to other companies. Because now all the three wines are same company, at least I know they will all have the same type of manipulation if there isn't any manipulation done within the wine. So far, I don't taste any major manipulation like some Napa Valley wines. So on that sense, I can definitely recommend all this three wine to anyone who's gonna ask me. But if I had to choose one, price considered, I'll choose Nebbiolo di Alba 2019. If price isn't a concern, I would choose Barbaresco. Barolo's a little iffy because it could be corked. I'm not sure, but when I nosed it, there's that very strong odor of barn, that farmyard, and it wasn't really appealing. But it kind of goes away right away after your first nosing. But it's still there. It's like in the background. It's quite not pleasant. I mean, that could be just this particular bottle or this particular batch or case. There could be so many variation for that reasoning, but the wine itself, it can handle TCA over it. That means the wine, the grape itself is a very high quality, and not many wines can actually do that. Really good, well-made wines. I'm actually quite happy with the result. So out of all, that was my conclusion. 1, 2, 3 in order, but these two are definitely my favorites, and I'll drink this more because this had more sense of elegancy in my opinion, because more minerally. Yeah, but it lacks complexity. It's very light. It's like a medium minus bodied, like it's like everyday drinking, enjoyable. You will not be disappointed. And alcohol's pretty low. What is it? I think it was like 14 or 13 and a half. Yeah, 13 and a half. So I'm not that far away. Whereas this, Barolo was definitely higher in alcohol. 14 and a half maybe? Yeah, 14%. I think Barbaresco is about 14 too. Yeah, 14%. But because Barolo had much heavier tannins, the alcohol was a little more less obvious than it was on Barbaresco, because Barbaresco was slightly less tannic. But even with that considered, I think Barbaresco kind of much better balance between the wood, the grape, and all that. Because Barolo, to be honest, after the fruit is gone pretty quickly, and it comes with the wood right away in the back of your throat pretty soon. Whereas Barbaresco, you get nice mouthful of grape, nice mouthful of cherry, and then a little bit of wood, a little bit of the earth. But overall, Barbaresco, definitely more balanced wine. Oh yeah. But all these three are great wines. But if you're gonna have food with any of these wine, especially fatty food like lamb, Barolo's hard to beat because it's tannic, it'll pair well with the food. But if you're gonna have it with pizza, pasta, a little less fattier dish, these two. But my pick is this because I can drink this all day. This, I might need food with it quite often. Overall, this tasting was pretty phenomenal. It actually exceeded my expectation because to be honest, I didn't expect much from especially the $15 wine, and I didn't expect much from pretty cheaper end of the Barbaresco and Barolo, especially Barolo, because this was $40 Barolo, and Barolo usually goes $55, $60 pretty easily. Barbaresco sits around $40, $45 quite easily depending on where you go, at least in Las Vegas. Grapes were good. Alcohol could be a little less for my personal taste, but 13.5%, 14%, pretty average, so I'm not gonna complain or anything. That is it for today. I hope to see you guys next time pretty darn soon. I hope you guys enjoy the tasting, my reviews, my thoughts. If you guys have any wine suggestions, recommendations, things that you guys want me to try, let me know. If I have enough money to buy a bottle or two, or if I have enough room in the cellar to store a couple, and if I love it, I might get a whole case of it. Who knows? This channel is about sharing wines, sharing our thoughts, what we like, what we love, and it's just, we go from there on. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, press that like button, comment, whatever. You like it, you hate it. Is my glasses too round? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.